Don't focus on this, focus on that instead. That is if you want to see true growth and actually have a chance of achieving your goals. My name is Alray, and if you are someone who's interested in living your best life and becoming the best version of yourself that you possibly can, then definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe. I post videos daily, so if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified and you can watch them whenever convenient. So what do I mean by don't focus on this, but focus on that instead? Well, when I started my personal development journey, younger, I would always plan out my goals, make vision boards, write down the list of goals that I wanted to achieve and go through them on a regular basis. But I made one big mistake when writing out my goals, when visualizing, when planning and putting together and crafting my goals. I made one big mistake, and it took me a long time to actually realize this. And up until recently did I actually switch my focus, which was like mind-shattering. Well, I'll tell you what it was when I first started, my focus was more along the lines of make X amount of money, own this, have that. It was all these end goal Instagram snapshots of what we would see, if that makes sense, So whatever it is that you truly value or think you value, or whatever it is that you think other people would value or value you higher for having, those sort of goals. And not to say that all of them are shallow or selfish, whatever, but I was focusing on the end product, the glamour part of it. And not surprisingly, I never ever got to any of those goals because I was focusing on that part. And the biggest flaw in focusing on that is, where do you take action from there? If that's the goal and that's what you're focusing on, it's really hard to have a roadmap of taking action. Sure, you could say if my goal is to make X amount of money, then the more money I make, the closer I get to that, the closer I get to my goal. Yes, but how do I get there if I'm just focusing on that point? And I'll tell you why that doesn't work. Because if your goal is to make X amount of money or lose X amount of pounds or kilograms, you're always chasing that. So if you start doing something, whatever the system is that you're attempting to get to that goal, if you start doing that and you don't get there quick enough, you just fall off. You leave that program, you leave that method of making money, that method of getting in shape, whatever it is. You maybe jump on to the next one, but you don't stick with anything long enough to actually see any results, because that's your focus. That's your focus. It's that end goal. So if we switch our focus and we don't focus on that end goal, but rather we first take time to reflect and think what it is that we actually need to do, who it is that we need to become in order to get to that goal. Because getting to that goal is a byproduct of becoming someone else, right? Becoming another version of yourself, at least. So that's what we would need to focus on. So who do I need to become? What are the things that I need to be doing? And then break that down into smaller bite sizes. Okay, so if I want to be making X amount of money, what is the strategy that I'm going to be doing? What is the vehicle that I'm going to use? If I'm going to get into shape, what's the vehicle? What's the strategy? What's the method I'm going to try? And then break that method down. Okay, so how do I make this method easy enough for me to get started now where I currently am? And that's my goal. My goal is to do that consistently and then slowly increase my standards on that. And then get better and better and better. And slowly, incrementally, I will get closer to whatever the byproduct is. But it only happens once I become the person that I need to become. So that's what I need to focus on. What are the things I need to do? What decisions do I need to make on a regular basis? What actions do I need to take on a regular basis to get to that goal? Who do I need to become? That's what we need to focus on. And then it's just making those small shifts, changing your lifestyle, changing your actions, changing your thoughts, changing your routine. And slowly but surely, you become closer and closer to the person that you need to become. And then getting the byproduct is just the bonus. Because ultimately, that's what everyone else sees. But that's not where the true fulfillment comes from. That's just the byproduct of becoming who you need to become. I believe in you. Go out there, break this down, change your mindset. Don't focus on this. Focus on that instead. If you like this video, definitely consider giving it a thumbs up. That way, someone else can see this video and maybe they'll get some value from it too. If you want to see more content like this, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow.